video is a really simple, easy freshen up of my living room and a small little touch in the dining room. If you haven't visited my channel before, I do DIYs, thrift flips and makeovers on Sundays, and during the week it could be literally anything from a vlog to a haul or even visiting one of the Las Vegas casinos. But today's video, I specifically wanted to make it really simple because I'm on a time crunch. I've got 1 week till I go on vacation to Europe, and I wanted to do a little refresh before I went away. So when I come back, the house is nice and fresh and clean. Hint, hint to the husband, make sure the house is clean when I come back. Let's jump into the video, and then at the end, I'm gonna talk you through how I came about doing some of these items and give you guys a few extra ideas that I didn't have time to do myself. Okay, so this item I got from the thrift store a while ago. I've had it stashed in my garage. I love the way it looks. I love the shape of this. I love the design. However, this gold doesn't match any of the other gold that I have in my living room. So I am going to be bringing in some more black. So I thought, why not paint this black? And I'm going to give it a quick paint all over, and then we're going to give it a style. I'm using this outdoor acrylic paint and a little stippled, it's quite a rough brush because there's quite a lot of texture to this, so I just hopefully would get this done in one coverage. Okay, this side's nice and dry. Flip it over and paint this side. Another inexpensive way that I style my room is I pop to the thrift store and I pick up an old frame. I love this one, and this was $1.50, and then I pick up a book and I find a nice picture, and then I will pop this in the frame. So let's go ahead and look through the book and see if I find a picture that will actually fit this one. Okay, so I have this little chair situation going on here. Ignore the blackboard behind. That's actually a future project because we've actually run out of room in the garage. So I just wanted to show you how I can restyle this little table here very easily, and I'm going to source some stuff from other areas of the home to make it completely free. Okay, so here's one idea, mixing old with new. These are candlesticks that I thrifted quite a while ago, and I just painted them white with chalk paint, and then I touched them up with some silver paint. And then a little clock that I bought a long time ago. I think I paid $2 for that. So there's look number one. Look number two, keeping it very simple. Okay, so this frame and photograph, she is actually my youngest of my dogs. Her name is Ellie. You see the reflection. She's a King Charles Cavalier, and I've sourced that from my entryway. And I have this candle that is actually a little meditation candle, but I've turned it around just to keep it a nice plain simple black. Okay, this time I kept the picture. I added a book to add some height, and then I added a touch of gold because I have some gold elements in the same room. So just switching stuff up just ever so slightly. Okay, so here's one more look. I bought in a piece of jewelry, a tiny little candle, and a plant from another area of my living room. I just painted it, did like a little marbly design in the bottom, and this was a $5 item from Target. So one other look, and I'm just jumping in right now just to ask you to leave a comment. I'd love to know if any of this video has inspired you, and are you going to tackle a project this week? And if so, what are you going to tackle? And also, if you would, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, and hit the little notification bell. That'll tell you when I've uploaded a new video. All right, let's carry on with the video. But ultimately, this is what I've chosen. I've chosen a little bit of whimsical art here. I think I may have got this from the dollar store, may have been Target, I don't remember. And my little thrift flip candles. So just keep it nice and simple, and it's just a little refresh before I go on my vacation. Yeah, I like this little roller skate. I just thought it was a nice little throwback to the 80s because, of course, I was a teenager in the 80s. We used to go roller skating every Saturday night down the Oasis. Great times. Okay, so this is a little IKEA purchase. I'm going to paint this black just because I'm trying to salvage black items from around the house, and come to find out I really don't have that much. So I thought I'd paint this little horse black and add him to one of my little vignettes. Yee! So here's a little before look of the coffee table. So a few books underneath here, one of which I just found out that my dog, Ellie, butter wouldn't melt in her mouth, has found and chewed. So it's still good to read, so I'm not going to throw it out. And then keeping it simple on the top, this was a little thrift flip that I did, a little paint effect. So as you can see, I've got some marks on my table. One of these spilt over, and I think it was sitting on something black, or it was a black tray or something. I can't remember, but it actually stained my coffee table, so I can't figure out how to get this off. But it's all good because we're going to cover it up. Okay, how about keeping it really simple with just a pop of green? We have some gold lettering in the book, but hey, it's summer. Let's add a little splash of colour. And there's the finished coffee table, keeping it nice and clean, because we do use the top of the coffee table for snacking at night. And again, I've just transferred this from the smaller side table onto the coffee table. Okay, so I just decided to add my clock to this side table. And this is the side table that I thrifted and made over. Let's just chat really quickly about how you can do a freshen up really inexpensively. Number one, take items from a different room in your house or your garage or your shed or even your garden. So what about a pot from your garden? What if you was to bring it inside, repaint it, put a plant in it, and you've got something new in your living room that basically was free? Or what about if you take the rug that's sitting up in your bedroom and now bringing it down to your living room? Or how about bringing in some books from your study and just placing them on your coffee table? Another free way to freshen up a room. How about one of those winter blankets that you've packed away, bringing that in, placing that on your sofa? Now that's going to look like a throw blanket. How about bringing your chopping board or your bread board and placing that on your coffee table and putting a couple of items on there so it looks like a complete display? How about those really inexpensive vases that you get when you get delivered a bouquet of flowers and you keep them stashed underneath your kitchen sink? You know the ones I mean. What about if you used to take a couple of those, tape off the bottom or tape off the top and paint? That's another way you can bring in a pop of colour and a little refresh. How about looking through your garage and seeing if you've got any wood lying around? Maybe you could paint a sign saying, hello summer, and propping it in your kitchen. Now what if I had some black ribbon or some black velvet material and I did a big old bow around this vase? That would look really nice. I could even freshen up my curtains by going to the dollar store and getting some black dishcloths and pinning them to the top of my drapes. That would give my curtains a complete new look. What about this silver frame? What if I painted that black? Now something like this thrift shop find that was originally gold and I painted black, what if in a month's time I then paint it white? I'm just repurposing something that I've already got. Say hi to my little bulldog. So I bought this little fella from IKEA a while back and I used him as a doorstop. I've used him as just like a little piece of deco art down on the floor next to my side table, and now I've plunked him on the table next to the sofa as another piece of deco. I guess my point being is, once you put something in a place, don't be scared to move it around in different areas of the home. I guess I need to name him, don't I? Any suggestions? Leave a suggestion for a name in the comments of what I can call this little fella. I'm assuming it's a boy. It could be a girl. Now I enjoyed putting this video together and I really hope that this has inspired some of you to look through your items in your cabinets, in your drawers, in the garage, in the loft, not to mention your local thrift store or your charity store. Keep watching every Sunday and I hope to inspire at least one of you one time. Thank you for watching, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and enjoy your next week. How about looking through your garage and finding some blah, blah,